I get worried about say it again.
The day I spoke with him, it was quite more scary. It's almost like they were at the point of between life and death. You know.
Yeah,
They
I
didn't
got
know
the
these
sense
people.
from his account.
Yes,
I
they
mean,
didn't know. In fact, I tell you, he has toned down. The very first time, they're still having, they're still reeling from the whole trauma now. So I think it's a little. But first, when when I first spoke with him, it was more scary. It was more scary. They felt they were going to die. These were people who had carried them. They didn't know them. They didn't know what they had taken them to.
pump action guns.
With guns. I mean, these are journalists. All they have is their pen and their camera.
Yeah.
They can't hurt a fly. So, I mean.
And they are drones.
And that's all.
In this case. It's scary. And like I keep saying, this is a fight that we cannot afford to lose. It's important that I know that every time that this matter comes up, a retort from our friends on the NDC side is that you are in government, you have executive authority, go ahead and act. Yeah, of course. That's true. And I believe that government has to do what it has to do. But I'm saying that we live in this town. We know the realities on the ground. President's commitment to fight this thing was real.
Was?
Yes, it was.
No more?
I believed him. Yeah, of course, it is.
Okay.
But you need to situate it in the context and the time that he made that commitment and how we politicians, through our utterances, undermined it for our political gain. And so it will weaken whatever it is that your executive authority has to do.
How?
Quality, of course. I'm saying to you that we are all here. We can pretend to be ostriches all we want.
So comments from the opposition weakened the willingness of the government?
I'm not saying the willingness. It certainly will weaken the action on the ground.
The effort.
It's real.
Okay.
But is that the path that we ought to go? I want us to elevate the conversation to you did this, I did this, and all that. It really is not helping us. I feel really, really, really sad when I see our water bodies in the state that you just showed on your screen. It's worse than the images that you tried to show the other day that I was, because I'm from the Western region. I drive across the Pra every day, practically. And it's not good. We need to come together. Every government effort has to have the overwhelming support of every single Ghanaian. Otherwise, we won't go anywhere. That's the point that I'm making. If that does not happen, governments will come and go. And we'll still have the same situation on the ground.
When you say we need to come together, how? How do you want us to? For now, we're together.
I've heard a call for a pact, commitment,
What would
that both parties, especially the leading political parties in our country, make a clear, definitive commitment to cleaning our water bodies.
Okay, so I am in opposition. I'm in any institution. I am an NGO. I am an interested party. I'm not even a political party, whatever. I'm signing on to a pact. And after signing, what?
Then it emboldens the commitment that nobody is going to undermine the effort of government for political ends. Right? And only last week or two, when the president was in the north, he made references to it. Nobody called the people who undermined it out. Nobody did. when we saw political functionaries in the pits urging people on, that clearly will undermine the fight. Let's be real. When you hear political actors speak that, hey, go ahead, when I come, I'll do X, Y, Z for you. You think it will undermine the fight? You think it will not? That's why it's important that we all come together, because maybe you may be in a position to drink bottled water. But how about the greater majority of our people who live around these water bodies who have lost hope in political leadership to deal with this matter once and for all?
Right.
Now, until we get to that point, and we can go in circles and talk, until all our waters probably maybe Akosombo. In the north, they've started.
Okay. Let me bring in Sammy. Lawyer.
Yeah, thank you. And let me say a very good morning to our cherished viewers. This is a very sad morning for me. I'm struggling to put myself together after listening to that horrifying, that harrowing and chilling account of my good friend, Erastus Asaridonko, a journalist who understands what patriotism is, who understands what the duty of the profession is, and has gone to great lengths, to expose the activities of illegal miners and the debilitating impact that is having on our environment. It is so sad that in this country, a country which is supposed to be governed by the rule of law, such journalists, and here I'm not just talking about Erastus, but he and his colleagues will be subjected to this kind of inhumane, degrading, horrific, barbaric treatment. It is sad that they will be kidnapped, beaten, molested in a manner we just heard him recount. What is their crime? Their crime is that they were just reporting the illegal mining activity of an entity. An activity which is destroying water bodies, destroying a forest reserve, destroying the environment, thereby endangering human lives. In some